Introducing your referee, Mr. Chanin Thepsupan. And now, introducing first, fighting on the red corner, 29 years of age. He stands at 178 centimeters tall and weighted at 53.7 pounds. He holds a record of 59 wins and 21 losses. Representing Buriram, Thailand. Let's hear it for Talaythong Jongjaroen Muay. His opponent fighting out the blue corner, 29 years of age. He stands at 180 centimeters tall and weighted at 53.2 pounds. He holds a record of 26 wins and 6 losses. Fighting out of Istanbul, Turkey. Let's hear it for Burak Poyraz Venum Muay.
Precursor for tonight's co-main and main event. Super welterweight matchup against two very, very good fighters. Round one of a scheduled 3. Here we go.
Big kick there from Talaythong to start things off. But Burak coming in with some solid hands and a big left kick of his own. Strong, stiff jab.
Good footwork by Burak. A lot of in and out movements, making it very difficult to time the body roundhouse kick because they may get out of the way and they may get a counter.
Attempted teeps there from Talaythong. Looks like he's struggling with the distance here of Burak, who's moving in and out. Talaythong is just walking straight at him. That was a nice left hook to the body there from Burak.
And this is what you can expect from Turkish fighters. They do tend to come in with phenomenal footwork and beautiful hands, just straight down the line, stiff, goes under, over as well.
Good combination punching from Burak, in and out movement, trying to evade the roundhouse kicks and coming in with combinations. 1-2, body shot, 1-2, uppercuts.
He really likes that left hook to the body as he looks for it again. But yeah, you were right, of course, We've had a Turkish Rajadamnern Stadium champion here in Erdem. Of course, fortunately for him, didn't make it through to the final of the tournament, 147 pounds. That will be 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒 taking on Hercules tonight. We'll find out who makes it through to the super welterweight final.
Burak having a difficult time blocking the right roundhouse kick from Talaythong, and that does score for Talaythong.
You can just see Burak really looking for the opener for that body shot. Digs it under again, straight under the elbow of Talaythong. Looks like it's starting to pay dividends here on Talaythong. Having it, a thunderous elbow. Straight
really
through
was.
the guard.
Punches or elbows? What's your pick, Aaron?
Well, at the moment, even though he was clipped with that big elbow, those shots to the body surely, and again, taking its toll on Talaythong. But one big elbow could be all you need, really, especially the way that Talaythong is throwing it at Burak. Everything behind it, Joe.
And this is what Talaythong needed to do, though, was break down that distance, rush in and smother Burak, not allow him to fire off on the back foot there with those straight punches. Beautiful offensive teep there from Talaythong.
He's been active there again. Big right elbow that time from Burak. And again, there's that left uppercut to the body. So I say left hook. Big 1-2 combinations here, swinging by Burak. Just about to say, is it possible that he could be tiring himself out? He's been so active here in round number 1. He's already starting to look like he's got a little bit of an open mouth.
Yes, and not all of his punches are landing because Talaythong is defecting it with the earmuff guard. So he's not very precise.
End of the first round. There you can see Burak going straight back to his corner. The Talaythong took a lot of punishment in that round, but I tell you what, the biggest shot of the round, I think, in my opinion, went to Talaythong with that massive left elbow.
Let's go and have a look at the replays. Those straight punches and digging right onto the elbow of Talaythong, I thought was starting to pay dividends, but there, that big elbow over the top. Beautiful work there from Talaythong.
Burak may have nicked it with the activity. He was just busy, the busier fighter.
I would have to agree with that assessment. I think that Burak deserves the opening round, but Talaythong not out of this. That was a bit of a low one.
Whether, in my opinion, whether he starts to fade.
Oh, you calling it already? You think he's going to fade here in round number 2?
I think a minute and a half.
All right.
That's a very good point, Joe. I was about to ask you, what does Talaythong have to do? But you made a very good point that he may have punched himself out, and round 2 and round 3 may belong to Talaythong, but we have to see.
Anything can happen. Here we are, round number 2. Big kick upstairs there from Talaythong. Starting to move forward with a lot more confidence, but it's jumping scissors kick there from Burak. Still on the back foot, trying to punch around, circle out. Oh, answers back with an outside thigh kick. Goes downstairs. Gets a bit of a warning there from the referee to stand and engage. That's what we want to see on RWS. Constant action.
Well, Burak is fighting now like he is up on the scorecards, but he's only up 1 round. Good kicks to the midsection there from Talaythong, and again that right kick just keeps sneaking through and could cause issues to what we think might be an already tired Burak Poyraz. What he doesn't want to do is keep moving around the ring. He can't get cornered, otherwise Talaythong will definitely have something up his sleeve. Of course, a veteran of the sport. A good low kick there from Talaythong. Just keep him busy with that right kick.
You're right, Aaron. I mean, that's his money kick, the right roundhouse kick. I mean, it might not knock out your opponents, as you were saying last week, where it's not a high knockout rate with the body kicks. You may knock your opponent more with punches, elbows, or leg kicks, but they score very effectively in Muay Thai.
Yeah, absolutely. It's almost like Thai fighters see that kick to the body as a jab, per se. Good low kick, but blocked there from Talaythong. Burak, you said it, Joe, he's just not as active here in round number 2 as he was in round number 1.
That's a dangerous strategy if you're going to take round 2 off, assuming you win round 3, but you never know what's going to happen in round 3. You can't take rounds off in a 3-round fight. What do you think, Joe?
100%, you know, it's go, go, go. Right as the bell rings in 3-round Muay Thai. You can't take a round off, and Talaythong just sticking to Burak. And here we go. Referees telling them to engage.
I think he's actually telling Burak to stop moving backwards.
Yeah.
I think that was a warning there.
For the backward movement or the lateral movement.
Well, it was. He was circling at the start of the round, but now it is just moving away from the fight. Good right knee there from Talaythong. Again, to what we believe might be a compromised Burak in terms of fatigue. Great move from Talaythong with 30 seconds left on the clock. I'm not sure what that move was.
Talaythong's tough. He just keeps coming forward no matter what. He eats the punches, he eats the kicks, and he just keeps coming forward.
Intensive right knee there once again from Talaythong. But in my opinion, I think he's had a great round so far.
I agree.
Could even be a turn of the tables here. And I'll tell you what, that right kick, or left kick now, but that right kick just finds a home every single time. Beautiful left kick. Answers back there. And that is the end of round number 2. Perhaps we could see it turn around for Talaythong in that one. In my opinion, probably have to give it to Talaythong. Those beautiful right kicks just coming straight through the guard of Burak every time. Let's go and have a look at these replays.
Agreed. I mean, I think the main weapon at the moment for Talaythong is the roundhouse kick. If only Burak just blocks those roundhouse kicks, he may be doing much better.
Yeah, I said when he started the round that he was fighting like he was already up in the scorecards, and he continued throughout round number 2, almost like he wanted to show the judges that he was ahead and he was the more skilled fighter, almost like you would see a Thai fighter competing in a 5-round fight. But in my opinion, I think Talaythong had the more significant strikes of that round. He needs to show more output. He cannot keep moving backwards. For Talaythong, well, it's the same. It's more of the same from what we witnessed in round number 2. So it's up now to Burak to try and change things up.
There's only one way out of this, and it's just forward pressure. Heavy hands there from Burak. He's got to shut down the kicking distance from Talaythong and not allow him to fire off that big roundhouse that he's known for. Here we are, round number 3. Big roundhouse upstairs from Talaythong, starting to put on the forward pressure again. Answers back. Doing a beautiful job of shutting down the puncher that is Burak. Just timing the kicks beautifully. Catches the kick.
Talaythong just able to use the ropes to stay upright there, but once again, his timing looks exceptional right now, Talaythong. He keeps finding a home for the left and right kicks, and he keeps blocking with the guard we were talking about, Peter, the shots that are coming in from Burak.
Wow. He's punching again. Those combination punches are coming. And this is the last round. It doesn't matter if you punch yourself out. Just go for it, because you have to win this round.
These are the moments where you've got to dig deep, push forward. Beautiful kick upstairs there from Talaythong. Still in center ring.
You can see Talaythong's almost waiting for him to come towards him so he can then just throw or whip that left and right kick, or right kick to the body.
I mean, this is a strong case study for kicker versus puncher, and Talaythong getting the upper hand. Just beautiful timing. Call that man a Doctor Who, controlling the clock with his beautiful kicks.
Yes, he's fighting on the outside, throwing those body kicks and scoring. It's going to be difficult for Burak to punch his way through, because as Burak tries to punch, Talaythong teeps him and he breaks the rhythm.
2 good kicks there from Burak. And a third, much better, but then he's on his way back.
Very open mouth still there from Burak, sitting on the back foot. He's definitely felt the venom behind the kicks of Talaythong. Very scared to engage. Big hand over the top there from Burak, knocking the head back of Talaythong.
That was a good 1 minute there from Burak. Kicks through the body and then some right hands. Now going back to the body, you can see Talaythong headhunting with an elbow, but he might be the one who's a little bit more fatigued now after that impressive round number 2. Swing and a miss there. Spin from Burak. A little bit of a risky thing to throw, considering that he might just be up on the scorecards right now. Inside kicks, left kick from Talaythong.
And Talaythong actually blocks the roundhouse kicks, so it's going to be difficult for Burak to try and score with those body kicks.
Still sitting on the back foot, walking back. Talaythong on the hunt, waiting for the moment to strike like a viper. Bit of jumping action over the top.
I'm not sure why he keeps doing that. You just keep throwing those kicks, because they're working for you. Indeed, those right hands as well.
Somebody might have told him he tried to get his flyer miles up. Oh, big kick there from Talaythong.
Burak needs to sell out. Wow.
Burak, a lot more active at the end of that round. I think he's given himself a case, at least in the eyes of the judges, that he won the round.
That's a harder round to score.
Very close. I agree, Peter. Very close. You can make an argument for both fighters during that round, but I think that Burak might have finished the fight stronger than Talaythong, Joe. Let's have a look at the highlights. Good left kick. This is how it started. Talaythong looking on top like he was in round 2. Then slowly but surely, Burak started to regain that form that we saw in round number 1. Started to hurt, started to connect with those punches and those kicks.
Those kicks, those roundhouse kicks, I think is what won in round 2 and may have won in round 3, but we don't know. Let's have a look.
It's going to be close. It's going to be tense in there for both these fighters and indeed their camps and fans watching around the world on DAZN. All right, let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, of the 3 rounds of Muay Thai action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored is about 29-28. The Kangaroo winner by way of unanimous decision. Blue corner, Burak Poyraz Venum Muay Thai.
Congratulations to